Hi, it's Stephen here from Sound of an Ocean Wave, and this is day 20 of the January daily draws. So as we start a new week, let's see what message we get. And I'll be taking the first card from the Linestrider Tarot, followed by an Oracle card from the Enchanted Map Oracle. So let's choose our first card and get the reading underway. Okay, here we go. Cups again. Ace of Cups this time. We had the 2, we had the 3, now we've got the Ace. The Ace of Cups. So this is finding a new way of connection, of relating to ourselves, to our life journey, to other people, maybe forming a new connection, a new relationship. This is the beginning of something new, fresh, which is good to have at the beginning of the week. So we're finding a new way to relate to our life journey emotionally and spiritually. We're finding a way to connect to it in a different way than we have before. We're changing up things. We're finding a new way. So maybe some of the older ways have become a little bit stale for us, a little bit, dare I say, boring. They've lost their inspiration factor, and we need to change things up. We need a new way of doing it that will excite us, that will get our juices flowing, that will give us a sense of joy and fulfillment. That's what we're looking for, and this is the opportunity. This card is bringing us the opportunity to do just that. Here is an opportunity to start afresh with relationships, with our spiritual path, with our life journey in general, and the way that we relate to ourselves. That's important as well. We shouldn't forget that, because we should have a personal relationship with ourselves. And I mean, that sounds a bit weird, and that's this very spiritual way of phrasing something. But basically what it means is, and I've obviously picked it up along the way, but what does that mean? Having a relationship with ourselves and having a new, fresh, revitalized and refreshed relationship with ourselves. Let's center on that. We've been talking about relationships with others. We've been talking about what satisfies us and fulfills us. And that links in to some respect of improving the way we connect and relate to ourselves. All it means is basically it's our self-awareness, it's who we are, our inner life, our inner self, and how our conscious can connect to our inner self and to our subconscious. The things we say about ourselves, the way we talk about ourselves. Sometimes we can be talking ourselves down and be too hypercritical of ourselves, and unfairly so. And we may need to change that, be a bit more kinder, a bit more gentler, a bit more compassion for who we are as individuals. And that's what it means to relate, to have a relationship with yourself. The way that you relate to yourself, you talk about yourself, you treat yourself. Do you care for yourself? Do you put yourself, at the end of the queue after everything else? Almost to the point of to your detriment, and almost to in a neglectful way, where you begin to suffer. And you may say, well, I don't want to be selfish. I don't want, I like to put others first and everything like that. Well, that's admirable. That's an admirable wish and a desire. And yes, we should have an element of that. But we could take it too far, because if we're getting, the detriment is so great, we begin to suffer physically, emotionally, mentally, then what good are we going to be to other people? So we're actually not helping the other people that we desire to put first, because we're neglecting ourselves so much that we are deteriorating to the degree that perhaps we're in a worse state than other people, and we're not and no longer in a position to be of any effective use for them. So even from that selfless, other people centered viewpoint, it still warrants us to be able to take care of ourselves. Not that taking care of ourselves should be centered on the needs of other people. I'm just saying that that's a bonus. We'll be in a stronger position to help people should we need to, and to be there for the people should we need to be. But the primary reason that we take care of ourselves and relate to ourselves in a kinder, more compassionate way is because of our own personal value as an individual. And sometimes we don't appreciate and are not aware of our own personal value and worth as an individual. We don't appreciate ourselves. So what this may be, this Ace of Cups, is a change of beginning to see ourselves as being worthy, as being of value. Not that we are any better than anybody else, but we're certainly no worse than anybody else. We're just as valuable as anyone else. And this may be the beginning. This may be the message that a lot of us need to hear as we begin this week. Regardless of what's going on around you, in the world, in your life, your own personal value is not changed by that. So be a bit kinder, a bit gentler to yourself. When we're like that with ourselves, then we can then be like that with other people. But let's start with ourselves for a bit. Let's put ourselves at the front for a while and relate to ourselves with gentleness, with compassion, with honesty. Yes, not saying deny any shortcomings or whatever, or what we view as shortcomings, things we want to change. Let's be honest about that. But just acknowledge it, but as a human quality. It's nothing to be too hard on ourselves for, and have the sense that we can change ourselves and become better, but doing it in a kinder, more compassionate, gentler way, and less judgmental. Okay, let's quickly see which oracle card we get to go with that. The Magic Stream. Go with the flow. Learn to go with the flow of things, and let the stream of what's coming, the stream of your life, just flow naturally. Let it heal you. Let the healing waters pour down, and go with it. And remember and experience the magic of this new kind of relating to us to ourselves. Let's be transformed and see where the flow of that river of healing, of that new relationship takes us. So that, I believe, is the message of the cards today. So that's today's message. I'll be back tomorrow with day 21. Until then, thank you for listening. Take care, everyone, and I'll see you all again very soon. Okay, bye-bye.